I'm going to show you the safest way to checkmate your opponent when you have a queen and they only have a king. This will guarantee no more stalemates. So there's three main things you need to focus on. The first is getting the black king to the edge of the board. So any of these squares is your goal. You need to block the king off so it can only move along these squares. And then phase 2 is to get your queen on one of these pieces and then get their king stuck in the corner so it can only move between these two steps. And then the third thing you want to do is bring the king in and simply bring the queen horizontally next to the king and then deliver the checkmate blow. So in order to do this, what we need to do is follow their king around like a knight. So we just stay a knight's distance away from their king until it's on the side. So let me show you an example. So let's play this out. So we get a queen and let's say they move here. Now we just follow their king around, creating a knight shape every time until they go into the side. Now if they go into another spot where it's already a knight, then what we do is simply bring our king around. So they might come back here, then we just keep bringing our king around until they have to be forced to move down. Then we follow it like a knight again. They might come back up here again. You can just go like this. They come back down here. And then you just keep following it. And eventually they'll go on to this last rank here. And what you need to do is secure them on this last rank. So to do this, we need to block off any exit back onto this rank here. So we can do this by moving the queen, and we need to move it far away from the king so that it can't take us. And we just go here. Then they might do this, and then we can just bring the king down again because we're in the shape of a horse. And then they're just going to have to move it slowly this way. And then we want to get our queen on one of these two. So because they're on this side of the board, we want to get our queen here. Boom. And then they'll move here, and they can just move back and forward here if we keep moving around. You never want to move your queen onto one of these three squares, ever. So these three, and so on, depending on where their king is, all the way around the board. Because as soon as you move your queen there, so let's do it for an example, it's stalemate and it's a draw. So leaving your queen always on there guarantees a draw. So then the final phase is bringing your king down and then simply putting your queen below the king here, and it's always checkmate. So let's do a few more trials of this so you can kind of get an understanding for what I'm doing. So let me play against the highest rated bot so you can see. So the first thing we want to do is look at how we can get the king into one of these areas. And we want to get this knight shape on him. So we're going to move our queen into position. So I'm going to move it here, and then we'll see what it does. So he moves there, so let's just create this knight shape. He's moved back, so I'm going to follow him, creating this knight shape. He's done it again, I'm going to follow him, creating that knight shape. Now he's gone here, so it's knight shape already, so I'm going to follow him with the queen. With the king, sorry. And then going to follow him around. He's still doing that, so I'm just going to keep going. Now he moves back here, so I'm going to block him off. Then I'm going to get to this spot here, so I'm 3 away. Then I can simply bring my king in and checkmate. As simple as that. So let's keep practicing. So follow it like a knight. Keep following like a knight. He's on the last rank. Go here. And we want to get to this 4th square again here. And then we can simply bring our king and checkmate. So simple. Let's try one more here. So let's play against the computer. So bring our queen up. And then follow him around in the knight shape. Knight, 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 knight. And then you've seen him bring it into the corner here. So he's on this last rank now. So if we were to bring there, that would be stalemate. Because we can't be on one of these 3 here. We need to be on this one. So we'll bring the queen here. And then here. And then simply bring the king in and checkmate. It's easy as that. So set this board up for yourself, practice against the maximum rating. I'll leave a link in the description so you can set it up. and then just keep practicing. So getting the king onto the edge of the board here, following it around like a knight, using your king to support when the king stays in the knight position, and then once he goes onto the last rank, cutting him off on this rank, for example, and then making sure your queen does not go free in from where he is and goes on the 4th rank, and then simply bring the king in, checkmate.